Hello, everybody. I hope you are well today. And in my case, I'm fantastic. In this session, I wanted to speak to you about some little chit chat. And actually, this is the title of this video. I decided to call this session a little chit chat about programming. So if either you are planning to learn or to study, to study at university for maybe immigration reasons, for visa reasons, for PR, so permanent residency reasons, no matter where, could be in the UK, could be in Canada, New Zealand, Australia, or different countries, or a few different places in Europe too. I mentioned already the UK, could be Ireland as well. It could be a good decision. Now, if you just want to learn computer science or maybe data science or a different bachelor or master related to the same field, it can be also really exciting. I just wanted to share my point of view in 2024. Does it worth or not to study data science? Yes or no? It really depends, actually, because what's good in data science, I have studied data, so software, so a BSc, so computer science. Here we are, computer science in a while ago, over 10 years ago, a bachelor, and now data science just for fun, but also for visa purposes. And it's great, actually, but now you can wonder, is it really worth it? Because it's bad for health studying, since you don't sleep a lot. Usually you would more likely to eat junk food. You would have not necessarily a good health habit. Sometimes yes, but you don't sleep a lot. You have a lot of stress as well. In my case, I'm working full time. I'm studying part time. It's also a lot of stress, and it can be quite challenging. So quite challenging, quite stressful, a lot of money. So not good for, well, if you don't have much money, it's not really pleasant to eat healthy either, because you have already to spend so much money in your studies, and then it can be, it requires a lot of time. So it can be, you might have to make a lot of sacrifices, and I'm just looking to sacrifice. I'm so sorry about sacrifice. I want to mention the correct pronunciation, because I don't want you to not understand me. Just in case, I will share my screen. So that's the health issues that can involve studying. Now, studying is a wonderful thing. It's really good for the brain. Learning new things is good, but nowadays you have to learn daily. Like, it's not because after you have been graduated that's it. You just do your job. You are working in a company, and then you forget about it. Of course, you learn while you are at your job, while you are working at your company, at your workplace, but you still have to continue. You have to continue learning every day, not studying, but learning. Everything involves so fast, and if you don't learn, there's no point to study. Again, I said studying can be good for visa purposes or for different things that give advantages. It gives advantages. Studying is definitely something you can prove black and white, because you have your diploma, you have your certificate, you have the transcript, and so people know you have studied a certain knowledge. You are expert in specific field, but now it's quite generic. Still, there will be so much things you will not know, especially if you study computer science. Now, computer science is really good because you learn the basics. You learn data structure. You learn data structure, algorithm. You learn the basic of a few different languages. You learn a lot of generic things, but you learn the foundations. And even in 10 years, they will still be so important. You learn how, the infrastructure, computing, and so on. Data science is a bit similar too. Now, usually when you study data science at the university, you don't learn what a company would necessarily use as tools, because you would learn R, and normally companies use mostly Python. You would learn like Tableau, and most companies use Power BI, for instance. And yeah, that can be a disadvantage. So I will share my screen. Okie dokie. Now you should see my screen, or let's have a look. Like, I used to live in Manchester, so city of, or we can say of London. Of London, data science. In our case, we will first have a look to data science. And here, a MSc, so Master of Data Science, Science Computing. So MSc stands for, I hate abbreviations in my case. Yeah, Master of Science of Data Science, MSc. Yeah, Science or SC. It's like a BSc for, well, when you study a computer science master, it should be, so BSc is a bachelor, and then MSc, BSc, computer science. That's what I did back home. In my country, it was in French, but you know, Bachelor of Computer Science, B. Yeah. B, you see the abbreviation is a bit Bachelor Computer Science. And then if you do they have a master? I'm not even sure. Master Computer Science, Data Science, yeah, maybe, probably. Master of Science, yeah. Mathematics, that's always the downside. And Bachelor Data Science, I'm not sure if they do have it. Bachelor of Data Science, yeah. Anyways, let's, I will open that link, and then I will open this link. So here is the University of London, and let's see what they offer. Course overview, program structure, modules, specification. Artificial intelligence, that's good. Pathway, machine learning. That's the compulsory modules, big data. You see, that's all of these are very important. You learn quite a lot actually, and it's just, yeah, it's just a master, but it seems like you learn so much. Machine learning, that's really good, because at the moment I'm learning at James Cook University, data science, and I'm not sure if they have in Kent. They have also a campus in Townsville and Brisbane, but let's see if they do have machine learning, because they don't have they have a subject, do they? I haven't done that one yet, not offered in 2019. That's funny. JCU, maybe that was different. At least, because if I look at data science subjects, JCU, and now if we look Sydney, like UTS, you'd have is University of Technology of Sydney. Let's see what, it's always interesting to see the different, is it a bachelor or master? What they offer. So machine learning, do they have machine learning? Oh, they do here. Year 1. Year 2. And they have statistical thinking, visualization, of innovation. Yeah, they also have quite a lot. 1.5, year 2, machine learning algorithm. And then do they have like data mining? Oh no, they don't. So here it's a little bit different, I would say. If we look at Bachelor of Science, here online. If we look at that one, graduation, let's have a look to this one. Professional. And there, if we look at the topics, the subjects, so career opportunity, what to expect. Here, core subjects. They have a little bit different. Career planning, that's interesting. Data visualization, data system. Utilization of data mining, visualization. And they don't have math. I thought they did. Yeah, that's interesting. I think they replaced the math program but by the career planning. And location, yeah. And then I think, yeah, they also have the same online if you want to do it. So if we look at the same, oh, there it says online. If I look here, so interesting. There are so many things. Year 2024, career planning. Development process. It's for the individual careers and development. Really good. And that one I think it has math. Graduation. essential. Oh yeah, you see that one does. I wonder why the other one doesn't. Yeah, so you see, it's quite different depending of like universities and also the way of teaching, if it's campus or online only. For this one, I wonder what it has to do with the. I'm not really sure to understand. Like you study data science, why it does have that? Anyways, career planning, professional employability. Yeah. It's an interesting one. And you know what I recommend you also when you have a look if you want to study. Now again, like I told you, artificial intelligence will replace things, but when you learn the fundamentals, the foundations will always be there and will always be important. The most important is the way how you solve problems. See, if you learn a language, a programming language by heart, it's good, but that will be a bit pointless. However, if you know exactly how, like what's the business logic and what's the business needs and what kind of features or what kind of new things you have to implement in a infrastructure, if you want to start, if you have to start an application or a few services or one service, something that are required, like a company asks you to do it, it has to scale, it has to do a lot of different things, and the way how you have to understand what the business really needs and what you can implement and to solve, like to solve the problem with code, that will be the best. And here to be ChatGPT solving the problem for you, but you will still have to think before, and ChatGPT will help you having the solution. But the way where you start from solving the problem to the implementation, that will be from you. And then after the execution, you can usually be helped quite a lot by Copilot and other kind of artificial intelligence services. Here, it's yeah, that one is interesting. I will still have a look here. Career planning when you learn data science. That's so interesting. Essential mathematics, that would make more sense, I would say. And online, I think they don't have it online. So it really depends of what the contents there, and what kind of things you may have to study. Because here it says online there, but not international. Yeah, it's the same. Domestic. And if I look here, online. And you also have IoT, Internet of Things. I think that's also something really interesting to learn. Oh yeah, that university we can also have a look after. Data science professional. And if you look at the fees, courses, here again, that's a version online. And they say FAQ, like what's the difference between a master of data science? You can see that quite a lot. Here too is professional. And me too, before I didn't really know why to start even more. So the difference and the master, like the professional one, I think it's also usually for international students mostly because it's longer and that's required for like migration, visa purposes. It needs a specific length of time, and the professional master is fulfilling that gap because some master is too short, some of them. So it's a 4-subject extension of the traditional 12-subject master's program. It is a great option for students you want to gain, so basically something you want to demonstrate and so to be easier for you to be hired, basically, because you will already have like a portfolio. You will learn a high-level technical skills such as image recognition and natural language processing. Oh yeah, that's really good. That's actually maybe there they will also cover kind of machine learning, maybe. It sounds like natural language processing. You will also build your portfolio, you see, through industry-based, in which you will you will newfound skills to a real-world data science problem. Again, to a new world. So this is the real world, like you want to create real-world projects. And here's like data science problem projects, basically. Study story. Yeah, pretty much. And again, you can see career outcome. AI developer. Oh yeah, that's good. You see, that's what you might become, a AI developer. Actually, that's could be quite cool. Learning outcome, and then subjects, that's the ones. Yeah. AI developer, more and more AI developers. Isn't it like, oh, that doesn't pay a lot. Oh, software technical support. Oh yeah, that's why. AI developer, so a bit more Gold Coast. Yeah, actually, that's normal. For that location, it's okay. It's not like Sydney. And we can even have a look for the job description. What they do. Here, you see there it's a bit higher, but they don't mention. And like salary package, sometimes they do include your superannuation, which is like the retirement benefits. So, superannuation in a lot of countries, you have superannuation in USA. Let's see, superannuation in USA. For 1K. Yeah, it's the plan of retirement saving. 1K. Here, 140. That's again, that's a bit better because it's Sydney, you see. So there, it's already, you see the difference with AI chatbot developer. That's actually quite different. But that one you see plus super. Normally it's always plus super. Working from home across Australia. Actually, that one, I think it's quite a good one. ML engineer. And you can work everywhere in Australia. This one, yeah, but it's Sydney, so I think the salaries could be better. But maybe it's like a starting position where you don't need a lot of experience. Probably. And yeah, that's pretty much what you may have to learn. Again, it's quite different from what you would learn at the university. Data structure, yes. Data modeling, yes, kind of. Python, like JCU, it's R. Now, I'm not sure the other ones. Oh, what is that? Essential. Yeah, that's for the math. With math, yeah. So MATLAB, actually, MATLAB, it's a software, but is it really still used? Because first they started in in the 70s. So I'm not sure if MATLAB is still that much used nowadays. I'm not sure it's really used a lot. And again, data science. Here, if we look for our professional data science, if we do, data science professional, if we look here, thinking, and there, Deakin, does it do Python or R? JCU, so James Cook University, is only R. I mean, mostly R. They do cover a bit of Python, but it's not a lot. And here, let's see, part 1, part 2, fundamental, yeah, core data science, master data science study, okay, that's good. And then after 16, yeah, usually it's 16 subjects for a professional master. A, B, C, D, right? Oh, here there are more details. The core, mandatory unit for all entry levels. So academic, that's your integrity module. Then database, fundamental. All right. And then after, let's see what else you learn. Database, fundamentals, we have seen that. Object-oriented development for data science, really? Master of data science. Oh yeah, it's more like a computer science. It's more like a CS course, but yeah, why not? Web technologies and development. Oh yeah, that's a bit funny for data science. Real world analytics. Okay, I think here this is more like a computer science, more like a development software master, I would say. Yeah. Anyway, so here real world, that's starting to be more exciting. Data handling, yeah. Mathematics for artificial intelligence, and then machine learning, statistical data analysis, modern data science, and deep learning. So they have deep learning, so it's like machine learning basically. All right, yeah. But they don't really mention, it's hard to see if they do Python or R. Here, University of Sydney, you see it's quite hard actually before, and especially some universities, they mention a few things and they don't teach them anymore. Like for James Cook University, they mention SaaS software. Oh, what's that? Oh yeah, I clicked there. Period 1, study period 5, science master. That's what they offer. That's a brochure, I believe. But so JCU, they are mentioning a lot SaaS. I'm not sure if you have seen, like SaaS certified. And normally a few subjects, you normally learn SaaS, but you don't really. So if we look here, SaaS. If we look here, oops. That one, visualization analytics doesn't have SaaS, it doesn't have SaaS. And this one normally does have SaaS too, but it doesn't anymore. Like if we go there, oh, that's Tableau mostly. But if we go to another one, I think is, you have also one related to database. I think it's the other one, like if we look here, oops, I think I have data science JCU. Let's again have a look there. We quickly do that. And then here. Okie dokie. Do they have it or not? Which one it is? I'm so sorry for, you see, even sometimes it's so hard to navigate. Like here, where's the list of subjects? So hard to see. Like, it's not easy to have a look. So I will just ditch that one. Have a look there. And there, let's have a look. I just all right. Here I am. Perfect. So there, subject here. Sorry about the interruption. Something, a colleague of mine was asking me something because that colleague was on call. In my case, it's Saturday, but sometimes it's quite urgent. So, work interruption, sometimes it can be a bit annoying. You study that, a lot of money, and then it's again to be interrupted for colleagues, or that colleague was on pager duty and there was an alarm on AWS, and he was just asking me what to do, and just sent the link. And so here we can, data science, and interruption is a disaster because after you don't know anymore what you are doing. Essential mathematics for data scientists. I think just that one, fundamental data, that one, normally it had SAS. Oh, that's SQL. Yeah, not too sure then. I thought I did remember that it did have fundamental for data science, data visualization. Here, JCU. They do update those programs as well. So it's not always the same. I think it got updated, that one. But it was also SAS and SQL and SAS before. And actually, if you want to look, you can always use archive.org, and the same for the subjects and the list of the different subjects. You can always have a look on archive, what it used to be before. And I think if you check last year, let's have a look here, or we can check in October actually. And there, Oracle, yeah, that's an interesting one actually. Oracle, or here apparently they already they updated that one. But if we look at October, let's see. So I suggest you also to do that. Same for the master, the professional master. Master of Data Science Professional. This one we can also have a look on archive.org. That's still the same there. And if we look, that's still December actually. Yeah, let's go back to the captures. And if we do have a look somewhere, 2023, we do June then. June 6th. Oh, let's do March otherwise. And then I can open a new tab. I can even duplicate that one. And there I will do, I'm not sure if that date is saved for this one. Let's see, because it's the same date, but we don't know. Like, oh, you see SAS. There it has a SAS logo, but it doesn't have it anymore now. But it used to, and after they update it, but usually they do the update way later. And then a student complains, which was me in that case. I mean, I was saying, oh, why we don't cover SAS? And the instructor, the course, how do you call that course? It has a name, course. This maybe I have the name here on my phone actually. If I can have a look, hopefully. And he's just said, oh, apparently it got updated. But you don't know until you ask, and then he said, oh no, it's not available anymore. We are sorry. Here you see, here I think if we go to the handbook, so that's why you always have to ask if you are really interested about a subject and you said, oh, I will choose that university because they do teach that, make sure they still do, because maybe actually they don't anymore, because maybe one of the professors who was teaching it, one of them just left, and all the only professor who was teaching it left, and then they have to remove it because they don't have any professors who can cover that subject. Although and normally any professors can do it, but some are better at teaching a specific subject matter than others. So a coordinator, do you call that coordinator? Yeah, it's something like a course coordinator. And then if we do try to look at, but it doesn't really matter. But always be careful because you may not know otherwise. Yeah, I think it's a subject coordinator. All right. So yeah, that's. I know it's not very well organized, this Twitch live, but it's always nice to have a little chit chat together. So fees are also something important to have a look. Usually, the more prestigious university is, the higher the fees are. Like, yeah, here I'm not sure how much it is, but you have to take it's 8K. Oh, first year full fee. Oh, yeah, no, it's still a bit expensive actually. Quite still expensive. If we look at the different, yeah. I mean, it's a good university, the University of Sydney. That's there's no doubt about it. But now always have a look. But actually, the subjects they are teaching here are very they look really good. They teach exactly what you need to know, not like career path or things you may not have to know. And let's just quickly have a look. March 2023, were they teaching? You see mathematics there. Sequence 2, mathematics. And now, if like you may have seen, we have seen that together. Now they don't. And now, if you look, career planning. Yeah, I mean, there's probably something that must make sense behind. Probably big data pipelines. Yeah, Actually, if I had to choose now, I think I would go with, oh, sorry, University of London. Why did I say Sydney, London? University of London, really good. Really good, but also quite expensive if you look at the fees. Independent web supported student. Oh, web. And if we look at Sydney University, Master Data Science. I forgot then what subjects they were giving. Overview. Always check. We have to select overview. Always have a look for the duration. So it's 2 years, master. 1.5, yeah. This is why then you have professional to cover 2 years, because for a master normally it's 2 years for a visa, a student visa. So here, data engineer, yeah, that's a career path, and they say you can be AI, or they don't say AI developer here. It was only at JCU they mentioned that, but that doesn't mean anything. It's really about have a look really about the subjects and contact them to make sure they're still teaching that. So here, if we look at the subjects, it's private studies, then engineer science. What I'm going subject areas? Yeah, here. That's the subjects. Specializations. So hard to navigate, isn't it? Like, yeah, overview. Still not sure. Sydney subjects. We want to know the subjects, please. I'm not sure why I'm not sure. If I had to study now, I would go definitely with the University of London. We can have a look for the University of Manchester. Data science. And then let's have a look quickly. So perfect. And then we can do always have emergencies. Yeah, not great. Okay, so here, course details. And then we can quickly see course unit. Like have really a deep understanding of the kind of subject you might take, because it might not be exactly what you will be looking for. Application received, course details. I thought we were there, but there were not much. Oh, okay, course details are here. Really? Because the units are very, that's nothing about data science. They say business and management. So always be careful. That's not exactly what you may be looking. So yeah, have like if we go to University of Scotland, data science of Glasgow or Edinburgh here. (2024). I think it's a bit messy. Most universities, I don't know why they do this, but if you want to look for the subject, so program structure. Yeah, that one you see, it's quite modern actually. Cryptography, secure, modern, mobile human. Yeah, you always have subjects you don't really know why they are there, but they are there for a reason, or sometimes you just have to fulfill the gaps because I cannot do a master in only 1 year. So learning outcome, career. Some masters are like 1.5 years, but yeah, if you can do a master in just 6 months, why not? But again, it is what it is. It's just how the education structure has been built, and that's why you have a specific length for learning a specific matter, specific subject, a specific discipline. So here, study models, full-time, part-time, fees, application deadline, and then what I'm going to learn. It's never easy. Yeah. Research, to be honest, I don't know what you think, but it's a bit messy. Like, still not sure to understand. I'm sorry to say that, but I think they should definitely improve the UX, the user experience, and user readability, and the way how a user can navigate in the website, because it's not that great. So the structure, program structure, so I have to click on another link. And that's the old website, like old version. This is what I'm going to learn then. Seriously, like, it doesn't look great, but like it's and we can see it's an engineer. He did that, and there was no product owner, even no designer. Hopefully, because otherwise the designer he might have to to do a different job, because it's not. Yeah, you have a better you can make a better UI for that, and especially with the end there, it sounds so mathematics, and then you have like those blocks a bit set like randomly like that. Not great at all. Anyways, in my case, I'm getting quite busy and busier with my colleague on call. I have to help him because he's new, but not supposed to, but always happy to help. Like what I do for you, hopefully to be useful for your studies. I really hope so. That's my goal at the end, always. I know how hard it can be, and you can see how you can feel lonely as well. Like the information there, it's not the best. University of Technology, UTS. Okay, UTS campus. Anyways, I think we will end here, and I will have a coffee. I don't have a coffee anymore. That's just the last sip. And I wish you all the best in your studies. We spoke only about studies at the end. We didn't study about anything else. I said chichat. So yeah, studying at the university, it's good. Although, of course, with AI, you might wonder, is it really worth it? Especially life is so short, it's priceless, and we don't know when life will end. And sometimes we study so much, and if we like studying, that's good. If we suffer, maybe we shouldn't. And again, it's like a lot of sacrifices. we have sacrifices. I can translate that word.
Sacrifices.
Oh,
Sacrifices.
Sacrifices. A lot of sacrifices, and you will not sleep a lot. You will not have a good social life. Maybe yes, maybe no. Especially if you are targeting, like a high score, so high distinction. You have to be really good, over 90 points, 90% usually. Distinction, you still have to study a lot. If you just pass, that's okay. But if you want to have high distinction, you definitely have to push a lot, and that's a lot of sacrifices. And yeah, it's not good. If you are learning English, by the way, you have the website of Oxford Learning Dictionary. Good, because it's quite good since you have the phonetic alphabet there. I mean, on Google Translate, sometimes they mention it, but sometimes not. See, that's a phonetic alphabet. And that's one is British and one is more like American accent. And that's a British one then.
Sacrifice.
That sounds almost similar, almost the same. Yeah, so happy coding. Coding, again, it's not really about coding, it's about developing your skills and your skills at problem solving, at choosing the shortest and the quickest and the best solution to implement. You have so many paths you can choose, and the AI will give you just random paths. But for you, it has to be the most efficient one, the most efficient, best performance. Like, I was thinking of a post I was writing the other day. It was actually last year, so a few months ago. And Copilot will probably give you like, oh, you have to install the UUID package. And actually you don't. You don't have to install the UUID package, because since Node 14, you have random UUID, which is better. So in terms of performance, it's better, it's quicker. In terms of speed, and it's more reliable. So in my case, what I say from that node, yeah, that's like, because the node package, you do node colon and then crypto, performs better and quicker in terms of speed and reliability. Additionally, it is natively accessible in Node.js since V version 14.17, which is amazing, because you don't have to install any package, and that you wouldn't really know. You would have to do a lot of Node.js to know that. And I did a speed test, a benchmark, and it shows clearly I was running Node 18, and clearly we can see that it performs better. And if you know that, if you know those kind of little trick, that's always a benefit. It depends on the kind of software application, if it's critical or not in terms of performance. So sometimes if it doesn't matter, then you don't care. If it's like a program for a satellite, maybe it does matter. So you have to judge. Of course, you can mention those kind of criteria to Copilot, to GPT, to other kind of AI tools, but knowing exactly how you can solve a problem really efficiently in the best way possible, that's always a plus. And yeah, I wish you a happy problem solving time today or tomorrow or any other time, and see you in another one. Bye bye.